Workers' Day, the 1st of May. 8 races on the turffontein stand side track. Looking forward to this day's racing. We start off in race number 1 with a maiden juvenile plate for the fillies over 1,000 metres. And importantly, the bipod starts right here. Scratch number 8, Shimmering. 11 runners, or 10 runners now at the moment, and there are a few first-timers. So let's have a look at the betting. Number 10, Versace on the track, was fancied on debut, ran second, fancied again, 15 to 10. Number 11, Wings of Ice, some interesting money there at 7 to 2. Cherry Lady, 6 to 1. Number 2 in those colours of DJ Jazzy D. And then 4, Hawksdale, also at 6 to 1. Snow Queen not out of it at 7 to 1. 10 to 1 and better by those. Daryl Marie joining me. Welcome, Daryl. And how are we playing race number 1?
How are you doing, Lal?
Thank you. Better.
Yeah. Thank you to Olsen and Candice for comments on their first timers. Olsen, nice filly, but will need further. Candice, number 4, nice filly, may need the experience. Now, like you touched on, Versace on the track was heavily fancied on debut, ran a cracker, only found 1 to good. And that filly that beat her was also a first timer, and she could be well above average. Got the draw. 1 run under the belt. Have a look who finished behind her on debut. Was a filly called Queen's Pact behind her. Right?
Yeah.
Go to the second favourite, debut effort, behind Clearwood Rose. Queen's Pact beat her on debut. When I line through Queen's Pact, this filly has got Wings of Ice by 8 lengths. So I have to favour number 10 in the opening leg of the bipod.
Okay, so you're strong. Of the first timers, if you had to pick one, would you? Just to play
I'd like to see them go down to the start.
I hear you. All right, so we like this. You know, experience is so important, as Daryl says, and this also ran a cracker on debut. So this could be a really good start for punters. Bipod, bank at 10, by 1 and 4, by 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, by 2 and 8, by 4 and 12, by 3 and 4. To spend 96 Rand on this public holiday. Let's get the bipods on. Race number 1, 12:40. Race number 2, first leg of our PA on this Workers' Day, gets underway 13:15 over 1,000 metres. A maiden juvenile plate. 1 scratching, of course, number 6, Bright and Brazen, who is a maiden no longer, did win on the 27th of April. Betting, number 1, Bingo for Paul Matchett and Craig Zaki, 16 to 10. 8 Hats, who's had 2 good runs, number 7, 3 to 1. Dragonheart, 4 to 1, number 3. Number 4, 1 Tiger, 9 to 2. And the 5 Time Will Tell showing up at 11 to 2. The outsider here, number 2, showing up at 10 to 1. Right, Daryl, so Bingo, obviously coming off a rest, and the filly at the bottom, 8 Hats. How are we reading this race?
Yeah, let's touch on the filly. Now, on paper, she's done very little wrong to date. 2 starts, a third and a second. On debut, a filly called Red Caramel beat her. Not a fan of that form. Last time out, she had some very, very moderate sorts in and around her, so I'm skeptical. But she gets an allowance and she's drawn towards the right side. But I prefer others. Number 1, Bingo. You open the book and you say maybe a little bit below par in his last start, but he finished the exact same distance behind Read All About in that start. It was against winners. I think maybe he came up for air because of the condition of the track. He showed a lot of pace and gave way late. I think he's better on a faster surface, and we haven't had any rain up on the high fault over the last couple of days. So, change in stable. He's got the experience. I think he's going to go very, very close to winning it. I don't know anything about the 3, Dragonheart. There's no comment. But being by Canford Clips out of a Black Minaloosh mare, I just think looking for further immediately.
And on 1.
Yeah, so I don't know. Follow the market with regards to his chances. Number 4 interests me a lot. 1 Tiger.
The money on debut.
Heavily supported on debut. Never in the hunt. If he had to run 3rd or 4th, I would have thought, yeah, a moderate effort. But he was totally outpaced. I think he's way better than that. Mr. Azzy and Adam would no doubt have expected a much better performance on him on debut. from him on debut, and I'm willing to excuse him for that effort. I'm expecting him to show more this time round on the course as what he's been showing back at home. So 1 and 4 are my top picks. If you're not happy with that, the perm is quite costly as it is. Add number 7, 8 hats in.
Okay, there we go. You've heard it from Daryl. 1 and 4, expecting them both to run big races here. Decent price spot, number 4, 1 Tiger. 1 and 4 by 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 and 8, leg 3 by 4 and 12. Banker 4, leg 5. 2 and 9, leg 6. And the final leg, race number 8, 2, 4, 5 and 9. 384 Rand. As Daryl says, you can add number 7 there in leg 1. Might cost you a bit much, but PA, race 2, 13.15. Race number 3 is the maiden plate over 1,400 meters. Importantly, the first leg of the pick 6 on this public holiday. Take out the scratching number 10 Mighty Eagle, who did win on the 27th of April. So 9 runners carded at the moment. Betting number 1 Ichacha for Tyrone Zaki, Capello King Matsunyani aboard 18 to 10. 5 to 2 number 7 Green Street. 2 Full the Flutter, important update for you, ran the 27th of April at Scottsville, running third, 2.4 lengths behind Danube. That's number 2. The 9, Firestarter, 6 to 1. 7 to 1, the price, about number 3, Elysian Bow. 6, Mirror Flexion, 10 to 1. 12 to 1, and better bar those. Just looking at this briefly here, it looks a little competitive for my liking.
I don't like the look of this race. I think I went as many as 6 in the bar pot, 5 in the pick 6. I left out the first time. Now let's touch on number 9, Firestarter. He's a half brother to Master Forester, who's won over 1,200. He's by Master my fate. 1,200, 1,400. He's now stepping up to 2,400. He's contesting the WSB Derby next weekend, or next week Friday, at Fairview. If he's fancied on debut, I wouldn't be surprised to see number 9 Master Starter make a winning debut. Numbers 1 Ichacha.
Firestarter, you said Master Starter. Firestarter.
Firestarter.
Yeah, I know what you mean though.
And number 7 Green Street, ran behind Crescendo. Not a fan of that form. We saw Chieftain's Shield and 2 for the Boys, I think, represented from that form.
Yesterday,
no, Mystic Vision and 2 for the Boys yesterday with the
Thursday,
Work
yes.
Riders. But they can win. Elysium Bow. Looks like he's been prepped for this run. He's stepping up to 1,400. I think if he stays, he could be a contender here because the form on offer isn't strong. With Striker in the irons, I think he'll get him handy, but he'll still ride him patiently. He's full brother, only 1 over 1,000. So let's see if he sees out the trip. Number 6, Mirror Flexion. We remember her dam, or his dam, Mirabelle, trained by Baron Poetis.
Yes.
She won over a mile and a half, 2,400. So I think he's going to appreciate the extra. And then number 8, Blue Quartz, another one that's looked primed to step up back to an extended trip or beyond a sprint trip. Third run, moderate form lines, but well drawn and fit. Yeah, I don't like the look of this race. If you want to go field in the opening leg of the pick 6.
All right, you've heard from Daryl. It's not easy, the first leg of the pick 6. There are quite a few winning chances. So here is the pick 6. 1, 3, 6, 7, 8 by 2 and 8, by 4 and 12, by 3 and 4, 2, 4, 7, 9, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1,600 Rand. Remember, you can take a percentage, you can add horses in, whatever you so wish, but get those pick 6s on before 13.50. For race number 4, Fillies and Mares 91 handicap, 1,400 meters. First leg today of our jackpot 1. Just one equipment change, and that comes on number 10, Tried and True, gets the earmuffs on. Number 8, Mountain High, that recent maiden winner who's run 2 decent efforts since then, is trading currently at 28 to 10. 1 Pointer is at 3 to 1. 7 to 2, the 5, Palace Dancer. 4 to 1, Cape Lights. And it's 12 to 1 better, and better bar those top 4. So, Daryl, jackpot-wise, are we playing around those top 4, or are there some sneakers here?
You saw my pick 6 was 1,600 Rand, and I had to narrow it down to 2 runners. So I've just stuck with the same 2 runners in my jackpot, numbers 2 and 8. However, the race certainly doesn't stop there. Pointer's got a chance. Wings Within Me's got a chance. Palace Dancer's got a chance. Elysian Love's got a chance. Hillary Step will need the run according to the comments. Way to Burn makes her debut on the Highveld. I don't know. Or well for a new yard. Now, Mountain High. This filly was very, very costly to follow in the early stages of her career. There's absolutely no doubt that the penny has dropped. She won her maiden 3 runs back on this very same course. Yes, it was over a mile, but she won it very smoothly, and she's progressive. Last time out, a very decent effort behind Blind Ambition. And she's off a mark only half a kilogram higher. So I like her chances. We've seen Roaming Spirit frank that form, winning in open company. So she's my leading light of here. However, I did back her up with the 5-year-old mare in Cape Lights. I thought that was a very decent effort with the blinkers last time out. Over 1800.
16.
No, over a mile. She comes back to 1400. I don't think that race was really run to suit because the winner had the run of the race, Miss Scaletta. And in that very same race was Soldier's Eye, who trotted up midweek. And the blinkers stay on. You can see her ratings down to 91. Very competitive off that rating. She's gone well over this course and distance. She's won. She's finished second and third from 4 outings. So I think she's going to be Mountain High's biggest danger. And you know what? It is a fillies and mares handicap and everything's got a chance. But I'm actually quite confident that I'm on the right too.
Right, we like your confidence here. Jackpot 1 on this public holiday. Let's make some money from 32 Rand. First leg 2 and 8 by 4 and 12, 3 and 4, 2, 4, 7, 9. Remember, if you have a feeling, a name, you can add it in here. Jackpot, race 4, 14.25. Race number 5 is a merit rated 82 handicap, 1600 meters. First leg of our jackpot 2. Take the blinkers off. Number 2, Salute the Flag. Scratch number 5, Spring Tradition. And right at the bottom, number 12, Guerrilla Warfare. Ran on the 26th of April and ran a good second, 1.3 lengths behind Sail the Sky. So form update put in there. Number 4. Shinto Shrine is at 33 to 10. Pretty weak betting market. 3, Safe Space, 4 to 1. The pair at 6 to 1, joint third favourites. Number 2, Salute the Flag. And the 12, Guerrilla Warfare. It's 8 to 1, about 8. The Playboy Bomber. Number 9, Gimme Passion, 9 to 1. 10 to 1 and better bar those. So merit rated 82, 1600 meters. How many do we need in our first leg of our jackpot 2?
I probably should have gone 4. All of numbers 2, 3, 4, and 12. However, Salute the Flag, I must be honest, I think the stable's gotten a little bit quiet since winning the Caradoc Gold Cup with my soulmate. I think Candace has had quite a few fancied runners recently that have run a bit below par. So maybe he's the one to turn it around for them. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. He is my third choice. And take note, the blinkers come off. Course and distance suited. Let's see how it goes. If you want to go wider, include him. Safe Space. Very, very easy win last time out with Andrew aboard. I'm a little bit worried about the penalty he picked up.
Sure, he's gone up 6, yeah.
He picked up a 6-pound penalty, 3 kilograms for that win. I don't know, I'm hesitant now. I think he needs to raise his game further, and he's a 5-year-old, so I'll give him a chance. But I prefer Shinto Shrine, the stable companion. He's going to strip fitter from a 4 kg apprentice to Gavin Lorena. Blinkers go back on. I think this horse is going to prove ahead of the handicapper, and he could get the run of the race because look who's drawn towards it inside is Jason Gates on Guerrilla Warfare.
Oh no, don't say Jason and Gavin again. Come on.
So Jason likes to get them rolling early, and from that Stallgate number 1, we saw with Spy Story a couple of months ago, the same combination. He bounced Spy Story from Stallgate number 1 and he took it up and he went start to finish. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to adopt similar tactics. I know he's held on his penultimate effort, but Muzi on that occasion kept him in the worst going for quite some time. Now there's a switch around in the draws and a 2 kg weight difference. he's going to be my second pick if the run hasn't come too soon. So for me, in order 4 from 12, Lyle.
So you're saying that Jason's probably going to go to the front, Gavin's going to be sitting behind him and coming past him at the 200.
And the whips are going to be cracking.
Okay, here we go. Jackpot 2, race number 5, 4 and 12. Jason, Gavin by 3 and 4. Leg 3, 2, 4, 7, 9. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 160 rand to spend. Race number 5, due off at 1500 hours. Race number 6, MR80, 2,000 meters. Form update, firstly, number 2, To the Rescue, ran the 26th of April, ran 8.5 lengths behind Taxhaven, who took all of us out of the pick 6. Over the page, number 5, Flamboyant Flyer, pacifiers on, compression mask comes off. Betting, number 4, American Rebel, 16 to 10. 2, To the Rescue, 3 to 1. 11 to 2, number 6, Arlington Action. 8 to 1, number 1, Eiger Sanction, and the 3, Orange County, both 8 to 1, 13 to 1, and better by those. Right, so Daryl, the first question you and I were discussing off air, To the Rescue, will he run on Thursday or not?
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to run. I don't fancy his chances. He's coming right back to 2,000 meters.
Bit short for him anyway.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm actually getting a little bit tired of him.
Well, he's not tired of you.
That doesn't mean he's not going to win his races. I just don't. Starting to lack confidence in him. American Rebel, nice to see Washington have a winner during.
Yes.
Was it over
Thursday,
the weekend?
wasn't it?
What day are we in here? Thursday.
This is.
Yeah,
you're right. Tuesday. My apologies. Tuesday.
Now have a look at this horse's form without the blinkers on. It's been solid. Third, and last time out he bolted up with Gavin. Gavin sticks with him, having his peak run, but he has been off for 42 days, and he did pick up a £5 penalty, but I don't think that's going to hinder his chances whatsoever. A horse that
and
franked
may I
that
just
form.
add as well that Gavin and Waichung, I mean, when they are together, their strike rate is phenomenal.
Absolutely. Drawn 1, so much in this horse's favour. Safe space, 1 from there. I like his chances. However, there's a very, very nice 3-year-old in this race, and that's Orange County. This horse has failed to deliver on the track to date. I know for a fact that the connections think very highly of him. I know Street thinks highly of him. And he has a horse that had a fair return as a gelding over 1,400 meters, and he's now been stepped up to 2,000 meters. You know, his dam is Getna, who's the dam of Sugar Mountain. Now, Sugar Mountain, I think, ran 5th in the WSB Met over 2,000 at Kenworth. However, he is a miler. I would have loved to see this horse over 1,800 or a mile.
16,
Yeah. But if he's more effective over 2,000 meters, he will go very, very close to winning, especially off a rating of 85. So I've got a healthy respect for number 3, Orange County. However, the horse that's going to run another honest race, and we know he gets every inch of the trip, is number 4, American Rebel. 4 from 3 for me.
Right, Daryl likes 4 from 3, bit of value on the 3, who's at 8 to 1 currently. Pick 3, 3 and 4 by 2479. By 2459, cost there 32 Rand, race number 6, and that's off at 1535. Race number 7 is a merit-rated 100 handicap over 1,160 meters. Nice strong field we have here. 9 runners carded, and your betting has number 2, Kimrick, at 33 to 10. You beat quite a few of these last time, off for a short while now. 7, Warm Winter Night, in cracking form, also 33 to 10. So joint favourites. 4 to 1, number 9, Bosom Buddy. The 3, Yamadori, who was a bit disappointing last time, 5 to 1. 6 to 1, 4, Silver Tudor. And number 5, Passage of Power, 8 to 1. Betting 10 to 1 and better by those. So, obviously, good horses here, Daryl. Good card. Our weight's going to play a factor over this trip. How are we going to go?
Well, Silver Tudor is 2 kilograms better off with Simric. However, Silver Tudor is a 5-year-old in his place. Am I right?
Yes.
He's off the right rating.
Very much
Whereas Simric is a lovely, talented, improving sprinter. So, despite the turning turnaround in the weights. I can see Simric confirming that form. Simric, he's only blotch in his record, well, besides the grade 1, was his penultimate start over 1400, where he was racing too fiercely beyond truth. Barring that, this was his super consistent, and we can expect him going close to winning. But Silver Tudor on his day over this course and distance, he's at his best, and I can see him featuring. Then this horse, Warm Winter Night, Lyle. How well has he done?
Wow. I mean, those last 2 wins have been so easy.
He's come back from Fairview, and look what he's achieved.
He's trotting it.
Yeah, he's from a 70, he's now a 92. And I might add, his latest win was his most impressive.
Yeah.
I didn't give him a chance in that race. Well, not that I didn't give him a chance. He wasn't in my top 3 selections.
And I think I did an interview with Fabian last time, and I said, Fabian, what a training feat. I mean, excellent training feat.
But he needs to up his game further. Now he's another 7 pounds, 3.5 kilograms. And this isn't a bad field whatsoever. But I included him because I don't want to go out once again. And then Bosom Buddy, the filly, I thought that was a cracking effort last time out. Buffalo Storm Cody's a top-class sort. Mount Pinatubo, who ran second, is a top-class sort. She's back in her handicap. Well, she could get a nice run because the horse on the inside is probably going to push forward, Halberdier. And Muzi will get a great tune out of her. So I think she'll run well, especially over this course and distance where she ran second behind Mia Mutu. So I wasn't really impressed with Yamadori in his last start. I didn't think he was moving very well, so I've left him out. Simric, my leading light. Bosom Buddy, my second pick. However, Silver Tudor and Warm Winter Night have both gone into my double.
There we go. There's Daryl's final double on the card. 2479 by 2459 to 16 Rand. Race number 7, the final race on work, or the penultimate race on Workers' Day, 1610.